Hi, I'm Laura Kulagowska, author of the Smart Patients Healthcare Handbook. In these videos, we're going to be unboxing a healthier life. In my book, we inventory, organize, and analyze your health so you have more proactive control over your health and more confidence at the doctor. In these videos, we will be talking about small tasks or challenges you can do to improve your health. Today is another short, easy task with a little bit of a long explanation. Oh, if you're looking for a challenge, we have started the 2021 Sleep Improvement Challenge, a new sleep technique to try every month so we can easily change a bad sleep habit into a good sleep ritual. Or try an easy tip to see if you can fall asleep faster or stay asleep longer. You can see that first challenge here. What's in the box today? Well, if you read the title, you already know. But for the fun of it, it's all about your blood pressure. Let's start by understanding what blood pressure is and why that might be important for your good health and quality of life. Which task you add to your to-do list and how often it gets done will be up to you based on your current blood pressure coupled with your family health history. If you want to learn more about how to create a family health history, I made a video about that too. High blood pressure is medically known as hypertension. It also goes by a scarier alias, the silent killer. The blood moving through your body has a healthy pressure that can be detected via a blood pressure test. At every medical appointment, you're probably getting your blood pressure taken. It's that cuff they place on your upper arm and they squeeze it really tight to produce an effect that shows them how much pressure it would take to stop the flow of blood through your arteries. That test result is estimated to equal the pressure at your heart, which is the pump where that pressure originates, more or less. The one reading that you get at the doctor's office is only a snapshot of your blood pressure. If you're going to the doctor annually, you should be noting those results so your doctor's not the only one seeing if your blood pressure is rising over time. There's a pretty big range that's considered normal. If you know your numbers, you can proactively make lifestyle choices that might improve your health in this area. If you don't go to the doctor annually, you should be checking your blood pressure yourself annually, or at the very least, noting the results anytime it's taken outside of your doctor's appointments. Often, we're told at our doctor's appointment that our blood pressure was fine, and that's all we know. Get in the habit of asking for the results and writing that on your calendar at the minimum. High blood pressure is known as the silent killer because you can feel fine until it becomes critical. High blood pressure has a tendency to run in families. You want to track your blood pressure reading, especially if you have a family history of high blood pressure, but also other conditions like heart disease, stroke, kidney disease, and diabetes, if they appear in your family history. When you discuss your family history with your doctor, ask them about which health conditions that run in your family may also have high blood pressure as a component of that health condition. Take special note of that information and be more diligent about checking your own blood pressure. You might want to start that regular checking several years earlier than the age that family member was when they were diagnosed. The earlier you see that your blood pressure is heading in the wrong direction, the more you can do with even minor lifestyle and dietary changes. By catching it early, you may be able to control it with lifestyle and dietary changes alone. The longer you can postpone having to take medications, which in this case could be forever, the better. Let's look at what blood pressure readings are made of and what those numbers mean and how easy it is to track them yourself. Your blood pressure is made up of two numbers. It looks like a fraction. The top number, the higher number, is your systolic pressure. Systolic pressure is the heartbeat force pressure, and that's why that number's higher. The lower number in the fraction is your diastolic pressure. The diastolic pressure is the rest between beats, which is why that number is lower. There's a more scientific explanation of those two numbers, but we don't need to get into that right now. We just need to know the range that we should be in to know our health is in good quality of life territory. That will tell us what task we might need to add to our to-do list for a healthier life. Guidelines regarding blood pressure changed slightly in 2017. It's common for medical guidelines to change for testing. The new categories for blood pressure now are normal, elevated, stage 1, or stage 2. Normal are considered readings of 120 or lower as a top number, or 80 or lower as the bottom number, read as 120 over 80. Please note that I said or, not and, as to how those numbers relate. While these readings are given as a ratio, each number is its own indicator of something that needs watching. If you're in this normal range, your task is to study your family history and see when or if you need to be more conscious of your blood pressure based on that history. I have a book that walks you through organizing your family health history, linked in the description box if you want to check it out. Your blood pressure is considered elevated once your readings are consistently 121 to 130 on top, even with 80 still as the bottom number. Your doctor will create a follow-up plan based on your personal health and known family health history. Your task is to review your family health history and collect any missing information just to see how that relates to your elevated readings. Relay any new information you find out to your doctor. This is where you might be instructed to start making lifestyle and dietary changes that may improve your condition. You may be asked to start taking blood pressure readings at home, weekly or monthly, and noting that for your next doctor visit. You don't need to invest in a blood pressure reader if you're taking them monthly. I think you can do that at the kiosk in your local pharmacy for free. Add this task on your calendar. If your grocery has a blood pressure tester in their in-store pharmacy, add a stop by the tester machine to your shopping list. Now is the time where I remind you, I'm not a doctor, and I'm not your doctor. If your doctor wants you to follow a more rigorous testing schedule, your task is to follow their advice. These suggestions are of a more general nature, not knowing any of your underlying health conditions or your family history. If you get pressures of 131 to 140 on top or over 81 to 90 on the bottom, you're in stage 1 hypertension. Your doctor may want to confirm that reading in their office in 3 to 6 months, depending on other health risk factors you might have. If you have health issues or are already on medications, your doctor may want to see you sooner than that. If you are in stage 1 hypertension and you have not reevaluated your family health history, with a focus on close biological relatives with high blood pressure, heart disease, and any other conditions that you and your doctor discuss that could be relevant to your health, that's your task. Your doctor will probably ask you to start doing readings at home at this point. Now might be the time to invest in a blood pressure reader. Track those readings and bring that information with you to your scheduled reevaluation. Also, update your health history information. Review your family health history and let your siblings and children know that they may want to keep an eye on their blood pressure if they're not already. Remember, high blood pressure runs in families. Pressures over 140 on top or over 90 on the bottom, you're in stage 2 hypertension. Your doctor will want to follow up with you in a month and maybe even monthly for some time. At this point, you probably already own a blood pressure tester. Keeping a good record of your readings, that should be your task. Plus, always remember to bring your testing chart and your blood pressure tester to the doctor so they can check their testing device versus your testing device for the most accurate evaluation. That could also help them see if there's any white coat syndrome going on, where your numbers are elevated just because the doctor's taking them. If your pressure is ever 180 or higher on top, or your bottom number is 110 or higher, have someone take you to your doctor. Go to the emergency room or go to the urgent care immediately. If high blood pressure or any of its related illness conditions are present in your family history, doesn't it make sense to look at yours once in a while outside of your regular doctor appointment? As you approach the age of a family member when they were diagnosed, maybe even a little bit more often, if you can spot the signs of rising blood pressure early and control it with lifestyle and dietary changes, wouldn't that be better than monthly visits to the doctor and numerous medications? If high blood pressure runs strongly in your family, a blood pressure tester, it's not that expensive, and you can use your healthcare flexible spending account or your health savings account to purchase one. Better yet, when people ask you what you would like as a gift, this would be a nice, inexpensive gift for someone to give you. Granted, it's not a very sexy or very fun gift, but isn't it true that as we get older, we enjoy these practical gifts too? Leave a thumbs up if you like a practical gift. I'm really happy that you decided to unbox a healthier life with me again today with a closer look at high blood pressure and determine if you should place one of these small tasks on your to-do list. Let me know in the comments, do you already own a blood pressure reader? Maybe leave a comment to let people know how easy they are to use at home. I'll see you next time for the next small task or challenge as we all get healthier together. Man, that was a disaster.